This is Caroline from tarotandcoaching.com, and this is your weekly tarot coaching advice for the first week of November. And for those readings, I'm using some more witchy tarots, or at least some tarots that would better go with a Halloween atmosphere. So we have three options as usual. The first one is the Dark Mansion Tarot. The second is the Tarot de Sainte-Croix. And the third one is the Raven's Prophecy Tarot. So look at the three piles and choose the one that attracts you with your question in mind for the upcoming week. Okay, let's start. So we are starting with the Dark Mansion Tarot. So I have already shuffled my cards, but I will do it once more. On your side, what is on the outside? Is just before, or your fears and your dreams, and what would be your target? Let's see. So here we have the Six of Cups, and this is a reminder to take some time and to delve into some nostalgia, or think about all those friends that have helped you in the past, and what you could do now, what you could do to give back. So this is a time really to take a step back and see how you can connect with people from the past, maybe with friends that you haven't seen for some time, and do something nice for them. And this goes with the Four of Wands. So it gives me the impression that here you can, you know that you have had so much luck to get the foundations that you currently have, and that it's really time for you to be in this attitude of giving back and of being grateful of what you have already what you already got, and what you will continue to get. And so I really see here the link. Maybe you don't feel that you have so much currently, but really remind yourself what you have and what maybe other people don't have. And then you see that you are actually happy with, and that you can be happy with your environment. And looking at this King of Pentacles, it looks to me as if it's really an invitation to show gratitude for all the wealth that you have. And this reminds me of, it's a quote. I don't have the precise quote in mind, but it says that when you wake up in the morning, be grateful for what you have, because there might be so many other people that are just craving for what you have and what you find is natural. And then, here we get the Three of Swords for the goal, which is actually in the tarot, it's a card of sorrow, but what I see here is really to make sure that you don't focus too much on the things that don't work well, and that you forget all the great and beautiful things that you have and that are in your life. So there is definitely for you this sense, I would like to have a perfect life where everything is going well, where I'm well established, and I don't have any worries in the world. But that's not life. And even when there are sorrow, remember that you are still better off than many other people. And again, remember to share your gratitude with others. So that's what I get from the first reading. So this is your advice for the upcoming week if you chose the Dark Mansion Tarot. So let's continue with the Tarot de Saint-Croix. Even that I had some cards here that were still, no, it's okay. Oh yes, sorry, I have still 3 cards that are not in the right position. So with your question in mind, or if you just want to hear a general advice of the tarot, what they have here. The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups, this is an energy of being aware of your emotions. So it's an invitation to express your emotions and be also open to receive what comes back from the universe. Because the Knight of Cups is usually in a very romantic spirit, and he is not yet the master of his emotions, because otherwise it would be the queen or the king, but he is fiercely experimenting and trying out. He's not the page either anymore. So it's a little bit in between, but it's an energy that has a lot of passion to find this out, to find your emotions and to express them. So, or you are in this situation, or it's a situation that the tarot would advise you to be. And this goes with the Ace of Pentacles. So I would see your capacity to express your feelings and to show in a certain sense your vulnerability, maybe in a work area or an area that is really in the material world. So we are not talking about something spiritual here or something that is in the air. It's really something very grounded. So all your question is really related with something that is very strongly in the physical realm, and that is in the starting mode currently. But it gives me the impression that you need to show your vulnerability in a situation that is starting, or in something that has a big potential, because Ace, they have always a big potential, and there is really a potential to shine, to become successful but in a vulnerable way. this coming from, we have this attraction and this capacity of seduction of the Queen of Wands, and we are going towards an energy of King of Pentacles. So there is definitely for me a very intense week coming. It's a week where action is needed, and where your capacity to shine, because it's still, this pentacle is still giving the impression to shine, and to really give this intensity and this magnetism that you can bring up with the Queen of Wands, that will bring you in towards a position of mastering the project. And it's funny because it's as if it were a small project, because Ace of Pentacles is the beginning of something. And as if your question also concerns something that starts this week, but that can give quickly fruition, and that can come quickly to an end, because the King of Pentacles is somebody that has already achieved, and that has come to the success that he wants in a very solid way. So it seems as if we are talking about something where you need to show your vulnerability, and that's what will make you more attractive also, to get from a beginning quickly to what you want to have. So if you chose the Tarot de Sainte-Croix, that's the advice that I get. Show vulnerability, and you will see results quickly. So the third card of a tarot deck that we have is the Raven's Prophecy Oracle. Five of Cups. So here, there is something that maybe you are still mourning, and there is something that you have not digested somehow. And on the other side, from the outside, we have the Hanged Man. So for me, there's really an invitation here to get a different perspective, because okay, maybe you have been hurt by something, and maybe there was really something that that happened and that made you sad, but there is a time for mourning, and then there is a time to move on. And currently you might stay a little bit too long in this place of crying over spilled milk. And with another perspective, with trying to see what good can come out of a bad situation, because you know, there is always something good that we can get out of a situation. And I think I discussed that in a previous video, talking about the obstacle is the way. Sometimes it is what makes us suffer that will bring us opportunity or that will make us grow. So as bad as it may have been, try really to get another perspective with the Hanged Man. And this here in the position of the it's or the desire or the fear, we have the 10 of Wands. And the 10 of Wands, it's a very fierce energy, but it's also an energy that comes to the end of a cycle, and that maybe if we put too much energy on the things we do, then we get burnt out. So maybe you are also in this situation because you put too much intensity. And yeah, it looks as if your energy, it was an energy that was lightening up things in the dark, but maybe at one moment there were too many lights that you lit up. And it may be time now to a little bit like the Hanged Man here with the moon, to reflect and take time for yourself, and yeah, take the warmth and take this caring for yourself back, because this is this bird that is trying to steal the moon. But it's also sometimes the thing to remember that you also need to be taken care of. And maybe you have done too much for other people, and now it's really time with this bird that tries to get the moon back in his mouth and to steal it. It's actually to realize that you are not stealing anything. You're just taking your power back, and you too, you need also to take care of yourself from time to time. So yeah, I get really this sense here of when things hurt or when you feel overwhelmed, take a time to take care of yourself. This is also important. It's not always taking care of the others. It's also important to start taking care of yourself. This is what they say in airplanes, that if the oxygen mask fall down, you first need to put it on your mouth before you can help other people. So it's really for me to take this time and rest a little bit, and yeah, enjoy life, but for yourself, and don't feel guilty for that. So that's my message for